Hello, everybody. I want to welcome you to Compass Games Town Hall. It's episode 70. I'm going to see if we can bring in Bill and Billy now to the stream, just waiting for their camera to show up here. So hopefully they're going to come out of hiding here in a moment. There we go. Welcome,
Hey,
guys.
what's that hat you got on?
That's because of the Texas heat. My head's, no, I've got too much hair in my head. So it's a Compass hat. C for Compass Games, basically. So welcome to the show. It's been a busy, it's been 6 weeks since I've been on. So lots of great stuff has happened since then. And I thought maybe you guys could give a quick rundown. And I know we got a few things to cover tonight, but I'll let you start things off. And there you go.
Yeah. Silent War is on Kickstarter. So that's good.
Absolutely.
Ocean of Fire has shipped, I think, mostly everything. And then Alexandros will be shipping next week. And then
great stuff. That's busy.
Yep. Stellar Horizons. Then the catalog's being worked on. What?
That's Billy working on that.
Yeah, so I'm doing that. Or Bill's doing that. And then you're going to be putting up 12 new pre-orders.
Yep. Lots of new pre-orders for everybody.
Right. And then we got what?
Well, we got the expo coming up. I've got some stuff we can preview for a little bit today. I don't know if there's an unboxing in store for us, but yeah, maybe what I can do is, as we always do, or customary, is I will go ahead and show the schedule so everybody can see the updated schedule. We can talk a little bit about that as well. So I'll go ahead and share my screen. So let me go ahead and pull that up, and I'll enlarge it as well, because I know that's not readable by anybody tonight. By the way, it's WBC happening right now. So thanks for the brave folks who've joined us, because I know WBC is going on, and it's very busy time right now. Oh, I thought people were just, I'm thinking of the other one. People are posting at Gen Con.
Oh, Gen Con.
Gen Con. Yes. Gen Con's going on. That's right. WBC just ended, and Gen Con, yeah, they flipped to Gen Con. Absolutely. So Oceans of Fire. So Bill just mentioned Oceans of Fire. That is, yes, absolutely now shipping. It's on the right side column here. And then Alexandros and Spartacus. When did you say that's going to start shipping, Bill? Did you give a date on that?
Next week.
Next week. There we go. And Silent War, we'll talk a little bit about that for the Kickstarter. And again, just for everybody, in case you're not familiar, I know we've got a few first-time attendees tonight. So thanks for joining the broadcast. You'll see how it's a very polished production. We practice for hours every day. So welcome the newcomers today.
What's wrong with your mic?
Follow Tobruk. Is something wrong with my mic?
Yeah, you sound weird.
Yeah, it's like...
Maybe there's a setting I can change. Hold on.
Yeah, it sounds staticky.
Yeah, that's what it sounds.
Static. Yeah.
Okay, maybe now. I don't know if it's better now or not.
Yeah, it's better. Talk.
Change the setting. There's a new setting I tried out.
Oh, well,
so yeah, hopefully it's a little better.
Boo.
So everybody needs to check the schedule on the left side of the screen, because that is the games, that is the pipeline that's taking us through the next few months. So please have a look at that pipeline, and send us your comments or questions tonight if you have any. But yes, we did release the newsletter. The newsletter went out earlier today. So let's talk about some of the things we spotlighted in the newsletter. So the big news is Silent War is now live on Kickstarter. That's a game that was originally released, Silent War, in 2005.
That was our first one. That one, well, Bitter End came out at the same time, but those two were the first two we did.
And I greatly underestimated. Bill's got a little game he likes to play. He challenges us to come up with the number of backers for each Kickstarter. I'm going to fail miserably on this one. I'm wondering in the audience, how many people actually pre-ordered Silent War, didn't even know it was on pre-order? My theory, because the number's higher than I thought people had pre-ordered it long ago, but I'm finding out, I need to pre-order that game. So it's not one we've talked about too much. I know, Bill, you've shown components a while ago, but...
Got 2 more orders.
Yeah, if you can't, see how I'm saying their names? I forget sometimes. If you haven't received Paper Wars 103, send me an email at sales, because it's lost in the bulk mailing system.
Yeah, they can take a while to get out. So go ahead and email sales@compassgames.com, and Bill and Billy will take care of you. So again, so great number of backers. Hot start already for Silent War 2.0. People have asked about an update kit, and I've sort of answered that already, Bill, saying that everything's basically been updated in the game from top to bottom. So
Oh yeah, the problem with update kit would be everything in the game.
everything in the game. So and we're not doing Ziplocs. Obviously, we're not going to do that. And new box, bigger. I think the box is bigger and everything as well because you've included IJN in the game, and then I believe counters for the other game, Steel Wolves. I believe there's also counters added for Steel Wolves.
It's wrong game.
No, that's Steel Wolves. That's a massive game.
That's a different game. They're not related.
Which is the game you added counters for? There's a third game.
IJN.
No, there's no.
No, there's another one.
No.
I saw something.
You're talking German fleet boats as part of Steel Wolves.
Yeah.
Well, I know there's something that was added in the counters that isn't IGN or Silent War. It's something else. So,
No.
Okay. Well, maybe I read wrong. But
Yeah, no, it's a Silent War. It's updated stuff, and they add new counters, but no, it's not.
All right. I'm going to research that.
You can research it. It's going to help you.
And then just a reminder, everybody, for the rule booklet right here. So once we launch a Kickstarter, we'll put up the rules for everybody because there's a questions. There have been questions already. What exactly changed in the game? So if you're an owner of the game, great news. You can download the PDF. There's a download link in the top left. But you can see a lot of the changes because you can go through the entire rules. And again, top to bottom, scenarios, map. The map's been extended. Julian mentions that in the video on the Kickstarter page. So lots of changes. So please go through the rules to learn more about the game for Silent War. So yeah, so big announcement there. A lot of interest in Silent War for sure.
Oh, no. What I guess what people are talking about is I think there was some extra Silent War pieces that were put in Steel Wolves.
Yes,
that's what you're talking about?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's all in Silent War. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. See, you did the research. Somebody did the research for me online. Who did that for me?
No, we did. I just
Brittany.
remember.
Thank you, Brittany. Brittany, the ever-present Brittany. So thank you for that, Brittany. Appreciate it.
Brittany's just saying that to be nice. You are crazy.
She's saving my butt here. See, that's what she did. So you got to make your pledge today because we've got a lot of pledgers. Now, we're not doing a burning banners here. I don't expect the burning banners, but to be honest, this is a very good Kickstarter so far. A lot of interest. It's a wonderful game. Several years of development. We mentioned that a lot as far as all the work that's put into it. And yeah, if you just check out the rules, I think that's helpful. I hope we see a lot of talk about Oceans of Fire. I'm a little concerned with Pacific Theater stuff coming out, including what we have on Kickstarter. I don't want to lose any attention for Oceans of Fire because it's a wonderful release. I know that Mo released a Learn to Play video on this game. There's also now an unboxing as of yesterday, I believe Mo also released. So definitely don't lose, short attention spans like myself. Oh, there's Silent War 2.0 now. I've got to look at that. No, don't forget Oceans of Fire is just hitting everybody's hitting everybody's table. So hopefully we'll see. I'm really interested to see people's feedback on that. Anything on Oceans of Fire you want to share, Bill? I know that's a project you and Billy worked on for quite a while with Robert Bama. I don't know if there's anything. And did you set up that game and play it, Bill? Did you have that one set up?
Set up in my ping pong table now.
Is it set up right now? Have you had a chance to play it beyond? I know you've done the setups. I know you do the setups. You always do the setups before the game ship. But have you had a chance to try to play it yet?
I went through the example play.
So I think Billy says he wants to play it with you.
But this is the second time I set it up. I set it up before and took it down.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a really unique game that people are really going to enjoy. So lots of kudos online. This is something we should talk about because we should talk a little bit tonight. And it's on the website, everybody. Hopefully you've seen us mention by now something about free errata counters that we provide. So we've added a section on the website. If you go to our website homepage, you'll see a new added option in the main nav bar for free counters, free errata counters. And you'll get full details on that. Bill, do you want to? I'm going to give you the floor here because I think you haven't had a chance to really talk to anybody about the program and how it works and how you've been doing it for the past several years, you and Billy. So maybe you can talk a little bit about that new program.
I could.
Okay, I'll be quiet now.
Let's get that rant going.
Man, I could get a rant going. Here's what I'll just say.
Tell them how it's crazy.
Okay, I'll just say that people again, and not my customers, not my people again, just freaking amaze me.
Yeah,
It just really is incredible.
it is.
The garbage that comes through Compass, at Compass. Okay, and and it just shows what I've always said in the past. And people say, "Oh, you're whining." I don't whine. I don't give a shit. I'm just telling you a fact. And there are people out there that, he's been whining. He's whining. I understand something, guys. I don't whine. I'm telling you guys the facts. Okay, I'm like the bright light in fake news. Okay, and that's me. And I tell you how it is.
There you
Okay. We have been giving free, let me say that, free, F-R-E-E, means not paid for. Okay, so everybody knows that, free.
For years.
Counters for years. Years at our expense. A small company giving free errata counters. And it's funny. When we provide those free errata counters, here's what we get. We do get, okay,
Yeah, you do get people
I get some people that say, hey, great job. But I get, oh, well,
proofreading.
you know, if you did proofreading, you wouldn't be, if you did more proofing, okay, you would not have errata counters. Okay. What did I just say? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, that's what you thought.
So this is the warm up. This is just the warm up act, everybody. We're just warming up
Okay.
here. This is just
So
the
I hear
opening
that.
act. Yeah.
Okay. So then, okay, so we've been doing it for years. Small company. We're not the, the giant in the room, okay, who makes, sells tons of games, okay, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say it, but I'm not, and I just go along, okay, I just go along in my life, doing what I need to do. We put our head down, and we go forward. Okay, so the other week, I think, okay, there's some comment.
Yeah.
I guess some other company, I don't know who they are, okay, said that they were going to start doing errata counters.
Like a sheet.
Like a sheet every year.
Yeah, or like it's annual, right?
Annual.
And then multiple games on it, whatever.
But
Yeah, I think that goes back.
Well, how is that true? Because if they have errata counters, well, what the hell does that mean? Because when Compass has errata counters,
it's undeveloped.
Okay, it's undeveloped. Our games are undeveloped, unplayable. Okay, when other companies have, oh, well, everybody has errata.
Yeah.
That's just the nature of the beast. But here's what happens. So this other company actually making you pay for the errata. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have my neck bulging out. No, because seriously, yeah, the gamers did that. But I don't think I paid for the gamers.
I'm trying to remember. I remember it was a nice program. It was every Christmas. It was a Christmas mailing. I just can't remember if it was part of operations or if it was a free.
No, it came separate, I thought. And I don't
can't
think
remember.
I mailed it.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
it's just been too long and my brain's fried. But people will.
But to get back, because I'm getting off base here.
Okay.
Because I like this. Okay.
Yep.
Is so they're charging money for the errata counters.
And I want to say this, it's not a knock to them.
Oh no,
It's good for them.
No, I think we're talking about the reaction. We're talking about the positioning.
Yeah. I'm not talking.
Others.
Here's what we got.
It's about what others say, not about
what others
the company
say.
at all.
They're the leaders in this, and
their heads above shoulders.
Their heads above shoulders
from their
competition.
Competitors. That's what and I assume that's toward us and toward maybe somebody else.
Well, MMP, I think it was. I think it was.
It was directed toward us, and we've been doing it for free for years. I just don't.
Yeah, I just don't get it. So what we did is we put it online.
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody can see that we've been doing this since 2017. Plus, we did Advent of Empire in 2011. So we have been doing that. Now in series games, we do put the errata in the next series. in the series games. We do that.
Yeah, but you can still get it.
Yeah,
But
in
here
the new volumes or releases. Yeah.
But here's my point, and here's all I'm going to say. Okay, it's good for them.
Yeah, I'm not knocking them.
Yeah, we're
I'm
not talking
knocking them at all.
Yeah,
I think it's great that they have a fan base that
will pay the money every time.
And again, this is not about me whining. It's just giving you the facts that there's a different. And when they have errata, oh my God, when they have errata, it's
every company does.
Every company has it. Okay, when we have it, this game's undeveloped.
Yeah, exactly. That's
I don't understand that.
I have a theory on that. So part of my theory is back to the SPI days, and people still say it about SPI, even though they had a pretty nice gig going. They were all in house and had everybody there in New York, but because of the volume of games they were able to produce, that just based on that volume, people would say, "How's this possible? These games can't be developed. There can't be this effort going on behind the scenes with third parties, Compass itself. There's just no way. There's no way this small company with this just 4 or 5 people. There's no way all this stuff, games in the warehouse sitting there waiting for a rainy day, which is a great business move, by the way. That's my theory. It's just there's stuff at least 2 a month, and that's just the pace you go, Bill. But when you're like the SPI of getting games, just people are like, there's no way they're spending time caring for their games. Oh, look, the errata. Yeah, see, they missed that. That's my theory. It's there's a lot behind that because of the volume of games. If it was 10 years ago doing 2-3 games a year, I don't think people would say that as much, right?
Well, who knows?
But yeah.
But that's my case. Now, a lot of these games, okay, but I'm going to tell you, okay, they might have been poorly developed and play tested, but you want to know something? SPI, and if everybody remembers this, SPI was at the time was not very. When I was in it, which was probably 78, SPI was like the was not held in high regard. Okay, compared to Avalon Hill. Avalon Hill was Avalon Hill was the place. Right. Okay, but I always liked SPI games. I liked them.
I'm a huge fan of SPI. Just the energy that came out of SPI. I think it's the energy that all those games, the catalog. Just looking at that catalog, fond memories of their.
But it does what we do. Okay, and we give you variety of games.
Yeah.
Okay, and we give you a variety of topics, variety of games. We give you games that would never get published, and so people will say, well, they shouldn't get published. Well, that's your opinion. Okay, but we give you games that of a variety of topic. And the other thing that's amazing, and again, I think, how can we be a non-pre-order company? Okay, because we don't have a pre-order number. Yeah. Okay, we still don't.
Right. Yeah, that's another thing that's different.
Okay, and we don't, and we go with a totally different model. Okay, and that model I think upsets people. Yeah, because why can you do it? Okay, and I talked to Bill, I talked to the group, and if you don't think you're great and you don't tout your horn, nobody's going to do it for you. Yeah. So we do think we're great. Okay, we can always improve, but they're relevant. Okay, because we have a system that bucks the trend of everybody. Okay, there's nobody out there. Okay, or small. I'm not going to say that, but we print without a pre-order number. Okay, so we still take the risk. Okay, we don't. We have games in the warehouse, like I say, so we're taking that risk, and we provide free errata counters. Now, you got to be careful because most of these old ones, the errata counters are in your games. So that's why I listed, because we mailed these out years ago, but we've never had them on site. Yeah. Okay. Death in the Trenches, if you bought really anything purchased before like today or August 1st, is going to need errata counters. Everything after August 1st is in the game.
Yeah. So we made some notes here for everybody. We're trying to help out just to, if I'm a gamer, that's my concern is, gosh, do I have these errata counters or not? I need to know. So the good news is if you're buying direct, you're going to be well taken care of for sure. And of course, Billy team gets the counters into the games too as they go out to distributors as well. So
what? Yeah. See, we got those.
Yeah, so we tried to outline. So there's a few games in here where we try to give you a little more guidance. If you own the game, you can check, for example, if there's a barcode on the box bottom panel of the front cover. That's actually was a new printing that was restock that was done where we added the barcode to the box, and we were getting the errata counters in for that version. So there's a few quick tips. You can just glance at your box to find out, oh, okay. And the good news is, you know what? If for some reason it got missed, just email sales@compassgames.com and just say, this is the game from this list here. This is the game that I'm missing errata counters for, or the errata for. And Bill will take care of you.
Yeah, usually what I do is I do email and I do just ask people, okay, have they checked the box or have they checked the playbook? Okay, because sometimes people will just see this and say, oh, I don't have them. Okay, but I will email when you email me back, and I will, so I'm not calling you a liar. I'm not calling you anything. I just want to verify that you've looked, because remember, we only ordered a certain amount of these, okay,
right,
which should cover all the games we had. So doubling up might mean that somebody down the road who did get the game and didn't get it in there isn't going to get a copy because, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You didn't get because we ran out.
Right. So again, it was a good learning lesson too. So it was an opportunity to maybe let people know what we're doing from a customer support standpoint that we weren't doing a good job at. Maybe
that's why see, any type of, we take things not as a negative, we turn it into a positive. And what we did is it let us create this thing on the website, which we never had before, okay, which is all part of customer service and to help them. So I'm glad it came up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it was a misplay.
Made us look at it and say, hey, why don't people know? Yeah. And that's our fault because, again, I think, so that's it.
Yeah, I think, Bill, do you know the answer to this one, or Billy, about?
All new printing of Night Fighter has them. Yeah. So if you've got a, same thing, if you've got a whatchamacallit on it, you're all set.
Okay. So we need Gregory Smith to do a Errata Ace game, because we have to be an ace to, Bill have to figure out, okay, how do we get the rat out for free? How do we manage that system? How do we put them in games and get them in before they go out to distributors? So it's all good.
Interceptor.
Yeah. Great. So anyway, thanks to everybody. We're just glad to be able to just get this out so everybody's more aware of it. I think now, the word's getting out, and you have a list of games that you can look at, or if you don't have it yet for any reason, we can help you with that. So
no, the barcode is actually embedded. It's not a sticker. It's actually part of the box. Right?
Okay. For which one?
For all of them. All our barcodes are part of the box. Yeah. They're not stickers.
Yeah, they're not stickers. No, absolutely not. Yeah. They're part of the box.
Now, we do have one where something on Doomsday Bulk, on Doomsday Germany, it was one counter, okay, and it was something. It was right on the front, not right on the back, okay. When we did Doomsday Balkans, we put that one counter in. Okay, so we do okay, if it's not a big deal and we have a series of games in that thing, we do that. But I'll give you a perfect example is Folder Gap. Folder Gap had like a lot of cosmetic errors in the, okay? So when we did Enemy at the Gates, because that's the next series, because I thought they were, that there were a lot of them and it was affecting, okay, we actually reprinted those and sent them out. So it's really case by case basis.
Yeah. So thanks everybody, and we're looking to do better where we can, and sometimes we're doing okay and we don't do a good job telling you that we're trying to take care of you. So I think that we've taken care of that with the website update, and in the newsletter we'll mention. I think Bill, we even added a passage. Bill said, "Hey, make sure for people that didn't buy direct, they know they can email me and request the errata counters." So we're trying to make sure we get the word out to everybody, because we know that's really important. So thanks for the kind words. Yeah, a lot of kind words I've seen on social media about those that have been receiving the recent Death in the Trenches count. Everybody's been surprised by it that got it. So thank you. We're glad it's a pleasant surprise for you as well. And just a heads up for Stuka Joe, you're not going to win a free game because you put a space in Town Hall. So it's one word, Town Hall, no space.
Well, you can't win a game anyway.
You're not going to win, Stuka. You've been losing for 2 years, 3 years now, because you've always had a space in there. So I want to give you a chance to win. So you got to do like Charles Ryder did. No space when you do it. So okay, so we covered that, and then there are some upcoming releases since we've covered the errata. So just mention here that we now have Alex. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, Alexandros, and we can go here for a minute. Okay. Alexandros was one that I liked to play back in the 90s when I got it.
Yep.
Okay. So what we did with that one is we did the original rule book with errata. Any errata known at the time, up to time, put in that. Okay. Then we did we do our research, and there were questions that were answered online, stuff like that. And with those, we put those in like and the designer did come up with a new combat table for Alexandros, a new combat tactical display. Okay, with that. So you do get that also. But what we didn't, it's just what we wanted to do is keep the original rule book original.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have a little playbook, or I don't even know if you call it playbook, with the changes that people can have.
It's just a fold out.
Yeah, so fold out with like changes, and we put in some counters that go with that. So that's I was always a fan of Spartacus more than Alexandros.
Me too. I played the tar out of Spartacus. Actually, I love that one. That was probably in the 90s.
I liked Spartacus. Great. I set it up, but you never knew what to do. Okay.
Yeah.
But Spartacus, Silent War, like I said, is and what I thought Bill wanted to do is put on the website. So he's always coming up with good ideas. He wanted to keep a thing of our all-time 5 or 10 bestsellers. Is that what you wanted to do, Bill?
I don't know. That's fine.
Bill said no. He said he did. He wanted to do it because I said that.
Yeah.
No.
That's a good idea. I think he was inspired by Brittany, because Brittany had the good idea that said, "Hey, you won the CSR awards for 2 games, No Peace and Third World War series.
Yeah.
You need to put you need to put the Charles S. Robert Award you need to put the banner up or put a blurb up." So that was a good call by her. So if you go to those 2 game product pages, you'll see the big announcement banner.
No, you said that
as well. So Billy's channeling Brittany there, I think, with that good idea. So it's a good idea, Billy. Which ones are our top sellers and all that?
What?
It'd be sick if it did.
But I think it's great.
I'm just telling you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now he's changing this too, because that's what we did talk about, was like putting the top sellers of and
Yeah. So a lot of great memories with Alexandros and Spartacus. I'm really excited. It's in a boxed edition, upgraded graphics and all that. I think that's great. So here's the next 2 releases, everybody. So Silent War is on Kickstarter right now, and it's going to be released, in a few weeks. We got Alexandros and I'm Spartacus shipping next week. So
now,
yes.
We'll go back in time.
Okay.
It was 2005, I think.
Just a wheel at.
It had to be 2005. Okay. And so we get the games are printed. They're at the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was we really wasn't the warehouse. It was part of the cleaning company.
It was tiny.
Okay. It was tiny. Okay. And we did, and we were all working full-time jobs, obviously. So it's pretty exciting time. So we say, okay, we're going to collate them. Now you look at Silent War, and Silent War has like 7 or 8 counter sheets. Oh, there's a lot of differences between the 2 editions of Silent War.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gimpy missed the first part where we were talking about the question of, is there an update kit if you own Silent War already? And it's like impossible. The update kit is the new game because everything's been changed, and there were actually years of development that went into the new edition as well, which allowed a lot of things to change. So
what we did was, I think our first print run of that was 1,500 of that one and 1,500 of Bitter End. Okay.
Mhm.
And we decided that we were going to meet. There were 3 of us at the time. We decided that we were going to meet at like 6 o'clock on Friday, right after work. We were all going to meet and start collating them. Okay. Now remember, your collating means Silent War probably charts and stuff probably had 20 components minimum. Okay. So how it worked is you kept walking around the table, and picking them up and putting them in a box, and then putting the box in the thing. So what happened was, so me and one of the partners, which was Ken, we start doing it. And if you want to know, nothing's more boring than doing collating. We were there, me and Ken were there all night long.
Oh, I bet.
We went from 6 o'clock to probably 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh. And that's all we did was Silent War. We couldn't get Bitter End done. We had to do that the next week. But it was really, I remember it was unbelievable. So, and we were so excited because it was our first game and stuff like that we did it. But it was a lot of, it was just a lot of games.
Yeah, that's a lot of components
for 2 people to do.
Yeah, 2 people. That's a big. Yeah, that's a huge job for sure.
So we've come a long way since those days.
Yep. Here's a shot of some of the components. So imagine all these being out. Of course, it gets
home.
all done.
Well, no, IJN was not part of the package then. So those counter sheets. It
wasn't just one map.
Yeah, it was one map.
Oh, it wasn't 2.
No, it was one map.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was just, oh my good God. And we had to put the dice in. It was so we did that, and it took us, like I said, all that time.
Oh, that's crazy. So we're going to be shipping these 2 games right here fairly soon. Next week's Alexandros Spartacus, and then Silent War will follow. But what's available now, just as a reminder. So of course, Oceans of Fire. Okay, I'm not putting Oceans of Fire here again, everybody, because Oceans of Fire is listed at the top of the newsletter as new release, so I'm not going to repeat it down here. But after Oceans of Fire, the 4 most recent releases, after that, we had Paper Wars with Second Fallujah, Western Front Ace from Gregory Smith, 2040, and Interceptor Ace Volume 2. So actually got 2 Gregory Smiths in there out of 4. That's not a bad run rate right there. So, and nice to see a Paper Wars in there as well. And we've got the subscriptions doing well. I don't know if you have the latest numbers, Bill or Billy, but I know the new Paper Wars subscription for 105 through 108 seems to be doing well with new subscribers. A good bump in new subscribers as well.
Yeah, I think what we have too is the system is finally everything takes time, I guess, and that system is finally on. Whatever, it's doing good.
Yeah, and then Gimpy Gamer has Second Fallujah on the table right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look, tell us how the game goes, Nate. What do you think of it? Yeah, I want to see more about Oceans of Fire. I'm really curious about Oceans of Fire as well.
Bill? Say you and Julian played.
Me and Julian played it. It was fun. Julian
Which one?
Beat me.
Which one?
Second Fallujah.
Second Fallujah. You played that? Awesome.
Yeah, me and Julian played it, and Julian beat me.
So lots of nice comments. We're getting nice comments about 2040, Western Front Ace. Here's another one. So it's nice to see people having a chance to play these games that are just
2040. I
played with Brittany and I beat her.
Somebody posted on social media about 2040. They really enjoyed the game. They actually played it and talked about the scenario results and all that.
I saw that. Yeah.
few people said, "What's 2040? What's this? What's this?" Well, so there's another political game out too. So they're talking about a few games that have a sort of a undertone of covers. Yeah, it's not a military operation, battle Eastern Front type thing. But Gimpy says he likes it as a solo system. Yep, there we go. And Western Front Ace, yeah, lots of great comments there. So yeah, very cool. And then at WBC, we weren't there at WBC. We missed everybody, of course, since we weren't there. But Prelude to Revolution was being played at WBC. That's awesome. Yeah, Russian Civil War. That's a great design that was tested over a great project team, by the way, over 4 years or so. So there's back to that argument or comment about Compass never develops games. And no, that game had incredible development behind it. Great game. SPI is okay. We got some older games on the table as well. So there we go. Somebody's punching Interceptor Ace Volume 2 right now. So we're getting an idea of what's going on. So, and then Greg was repping us at WBC last week. So thank you, Greg, for that. Hope it went well. Hope things went well with Rebel Tide, as always. I'm sure you were getting that to be played a bit at WBC. Brian's a funny guy here. He hasn't received Paper Wars 103 yet either. But then, of course, he follows that up. Any updates, Bill, on Schutztruppe? I think that was asked online.
Yeah.
That's great. So see, there's your update, Chris. There is an update.
No, we got, I'm telling you, I don't think I've been as excited about the releases as I am about the first half of next year. I'll tell you, first half of next year is going to be unbelievable. Yeah, no, because I really like, not that I don't like all our games, okay, because I do, okay, but they're, yeah, we have a lot of good games coming out, and I shouldn't say that. We have a lot of games that are going to, what?
We've got a lot of, we have a strong pipeline as far as individual titles.
Yeah, strong pipeline.
And the market reaction to them should be really popular. Nathan says he's super excited about, let me find it, sorry. I just lost it. Here it is. He's super excited, Nathan, about Roma Victrix.
Yeah, Bill, I heard that all the stuff is done again, so we can go to print.
Oh, I got to check it,
yeah, we redid that game.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
we had it all in the house ready to be shipped.
Yeah.
And Billy said, I want more. Mm-hmm. Okay, he went over it and he said, hey, something not making sense here.
Yeah.
So we added 3 more counter sheets. We upped it to a 3-inch box or a 2.5-inch box.
4 counter sheets and 2.5.
Yeah, we added more rules to it, and that's all due to Billy. Billy said, no, I don't like it. We gotta.
Billy's got all these great ideas. Billy's ready to take over the company. I can see it already.
No, the next game out is the Paper Wars 104.
The next game
for Paper Wars.
Yeah, it is Wolf.
Wolf Rebellion.
Wolf Rebellion. Yeah,
but
and
it's not out now. It's not out now.
And that's on our website, by the way. Yeah, it's on the website.
We got just a great team, and I think it because Billy and Julian played that at the last thing and changed it all around.
Which one?
Wolf.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that one too.
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Oh no, they
Julian beat me in that too.
Yeah, he beat him in that, and they said, "Hey, we want to make some changes here. It's not playing how we want it."
Good.
So awesome. they said, "Hey, we're going to change it."
And then I think every so often you have playtest sessions with Brittany. She comes down to do group sessions, right?
Yep.
That's very cool.
We just did one.
They did another one on Burning Banners.
We did 2 game sessions.
Oh, good. That's awesome. There you go. Hunter's asking how is Troubles coming along. I can mention this one because Bill saw the email thread. So last week there was an update that the designer had submitted final files for final changes. So I don't know if Bill read the email, but he's seen the email. So.
Well, what are we doing with Troubles now?
No, see, you didn't read the email, but you got the email. But
I
we got an update. So Hunter, we did get. Thanks for your question, Hunter. We did get an update from the designer because our goal was to get things sort of wrapped up here pronto. So it looks like things got wrapped up, and it's just the artist has to make a few final changes. And just to get into the details for a second, we have to try to get copyright or licensing right permission for the cover. I thought we had the cover was free and clear already, but the cover art is something we need to probably get license permission granted to us to actually use it. So we are checking on that. That's the last thing we have to check. So, and Jeff, yes, we did cover this just a second ago. You haven't gotten a mailing from Compass in a long time. You would have received one very recently if you did order Death in the Trenches directly, because we would have sent you something in the
No.
mail.
I think he's talking about.
I think it's about the catalog.
Yeah.
Catalog is coming in when? 2, 3? That's in the fall? Fall catalog, right?
And I think we got we're only putting 12 new games up.
Yeah.
Okay. So just because you don't see it
Doesn't mean we're not doing it.
doesn't mean we're not doing it. It's
Exactly.
It's just we're getting rid of all the old stuff because like I said, we have a new philosophy as of a year ago that when we put the games up, they're in artwork.
Yeah.
So we'll never run into the issue.
They have 2-3 years delay, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, the good thing is Battle Hymn.
Uh-oh.
That's great news. They're working on the rule book.
That's awesome. Yay. Yeah, that one.
So
People are really excited
I'll be
about that.
glad when that is on its
And then there's some talk here about John Southard's grant, the Western Campaign of 1862. So those that are familiar with the original game, yes, quite a few changes that John covered in a interview we did for Compass Games Live. I think it was last year. And then Brittany also comments here also just about the job that's being done with the grant game by John Southard as far as breaking down the system.
it's not even close to the old game.
Yeah,
It's
totally
like a whole new
different.
game. I wouldn't even call it's not even like a reprint.
Yep, totally different, totally different. So Shin's asking, what is the smallest scale in terms of unit size Compass title that is not solitaire? So a non-solitaire design game, because all solitaire games have individual air units, aircraft, and pilots. God, the catalog's so big. I'm not.
No, brother. No, smaller scale.
So tactical. I'm thinking, what are our tactical
We'll talk
games?
about man to man and
Yeah, but they don't have any.
no, I would
We
think
have individual
Ready Clips-
trains. We have that train game that has individual trains, or what's that
No, I think
Euro
it's just one
game?
train.
Is there clips out there?
No, Ready Clips is not Ready Clip. In Ready Clips, a man to man.
Well, we have. I'm going to show that a little bit tonight. Maybe we have time. Show a little bit.
Oh,
of
Paths to Hell. Yes.
Huh? Paths to Hell. Okay.
LB40, but those are all out of print.
Yep. Oh gosh, here's an inside joke from Brian. Is the 2020 catalog ready yet?
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Good one, Brian. If those that don't know that one,
He got up and left.
that's all right. It's an inside joke.
He got up and
No, that was the old me. Now I don't care.
He got up and left for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, now
Disappeared.
nothing bothers me.
Question here from Chris, who was a awesome developer for this project, Jutland. So, Chris, thank you for your incredible effort working with Jack Green and others. And
Oh yeah, you need.
that was a great project. Very great game.
Yeah,
so,
I know that Brittany is reviewing it.
Mhm.
Okay, it's going through Brittany. She's going to review it, have questions. I don't know where she is on that. Okay, and then once she has questions, go back to designer, developer with the questions. Then we make changes. Then it goes into production at the printers.
And we have some other titles that are definitely smaller scale. So great question asked tonight about that.
Oh, yeah,
And Brittany's got it in the queue. So she's going through it. So that's going to be a great release. That one's going to be awesome. Okay. So let me just sneak in.
Oh, yeah. What I can't wait is my production sample. I can't wait to see my production sample of Hitler's Last Gamble.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Aaron Armour.
Oh, boy. Yeah. Aaron,
Those two I've been waiting for.
Yeah, Aaron Armour. Vince is asking about that, so we're waiting on that. And then Hitler's Last Gamble is, what do you call that? I mean, the effort. I don't know what you call that. That's like a monster. What do you call it when somebody does their magnus opus? It's like their final act. It's like the final act of Hitler's Last Gamble with all the bells and whistles in it. So it's going to be incredible.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah,
the
no,
last-
that's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. So that one, folks, you're going to be surprised by Last Gamble in a
And then
pleasant
I'm
way.
waiting for what else am I waiting for? I'm waiting for two from
Neptune. No.
oh well no, I don't know if I told everybody the story. So we went to remember I'm out there trying to find new countries to do stuff
Yeah,
in.
printing. You
Yes,
mean?
printing. That's correct. Okay.
That's right.
And we did find a country, and they did a pretty good job on everything. Now, we must have went back and forth with them 10 times, John. 10 times.
10
saying,
times.
These counters aren't centered. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. And I go, okay, but I want in case 80% of it's fixed, I want some extra so I can give them out. Okay, because you can't go through thousands of boxes. Okay. So we got them. Where would he go? I don't want to. No, take me off.
Take
So
you
I can
off
talk.
completely. Okay.
No.
Sure.
Okay.
Now
Yeah,
you're
I don't
off.
want
How's that? Just
no, I don't want that. Okay. Okay. So we work with them. We get them in the warehouse. They're all fucked up.
Uh-oh.
All
not
of
good.
them are fucked
Were
up.
they effed up the same way, or was it inconsistent F
Oh, it
up?
was different one.
Yeah.
So it had a
all over the
variety. It had a variety, a
It
potpourri.
was all over the place.
It was a potpourri of die cutting.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So I was not happy with that. So what we had to do, now this is funny. So what we had to do was we had to go to China and say, hey, print those counters for us.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, because I can't trust this group. Okay,
Sure.
they did a good job with everything else. They did a good job with the box, the map, the rules, the charts.
But
It
the
was just
counters.
the die cutting. Now, granted, this was, and as I look back, I might have not given them this one as the first one because it had a lot of. It was a Civil War game, so it had a lot of
Stuff on
stuff on the counter.
Like
okay.
Emblems. It was a very busy counter.
Gotcha.
Okay, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. So we decide to do 2 more with them. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're going to actually, I'm waiting for those samples that should be here within a couple, hopefully next week.
Oh, good.
Okay. So that's good.
You have to do an unboxing unveiling at a town hall with those counters to show how they did with it. You have to do an unveiling.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Right?
Tell me big news.
What's the big news?
What have we been doing the last few weeks?
Oh, we've been, okay. Know what we've been doing?
What?
We've been cleaning the warehouse.
Oh, that's right. I heard a rumor that things were a little
Like when I mean
you're running out of space. I hear you're running out of space with all the games.
We're cleaning.
We're
In there.
throwing stuff out.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, Julian just loves to throw shit out. Okay, boxes, he's throwing them out. He's throwing components
Now
out.
everybody's gonna get upset when you say that. When you're throwing stuff out, everybody here that goes to Compass Expo is gonna get upset now. Temperatures rising. It's already 100
no, we
degrees
got
here
so
in
much product
Texas.
coming in.
But that's what happened in the past.
What?
They threw shit out and they
Who throws shit out?
I don't know, companies throw it in there.
No, we're not throwing. We're throwing shit out because we need space for. Because what I don't want to do.
Run out of space and have to rent out the other place.
Well,
Take it
because
back.
here's my thing. I've got more space. A building next door. Well, it's
Yeah.
behind.
It's behind it. You can knock out a wall and get it. It's right next.
It's our building.
It's our building, but we rent it out. Okay, to a
People across.
non-related entity,
yeah.
and I just can't give up that rent money.
I hear you. Yeah, so you need to clean up space so you don't have to creep into that other space, right?
And the problem is again, the other thing, and here's what we went through. Okay, when we went through an evolution, which the hobby has gone through, but we somehow get is the hobby went through an evolution of American-made counters, an American-made product, to China-made products, and they're very different.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no comparison. Okay, when we started Silent War and when we were up until 2015-16, okay, we were doing counters in the US, and they were exactly the same counters that other major companies were doing.
Yeah.
But everybody thought, they were too thin because Compass is doing them. Okay, so we had an issue where we had first editions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because of just how the hobby has made a change, where we had first editions that now all our new games come with better quality counters, thicker counters.
Yeah.
Okay, where that wasn't the case 6-7 years ago. So what we did is we threw a lot of stuff away.
Oh, geez, I'm sweating. I'm starting to sweat now. People hearing that, I can hear the reaction already. The pitchforks saying, "Yeah, okay." Well, at least that's a big project, like Billy said. I'm sure. So, did you finish it all in 1 or 2 days?
No, we're still working on it.
Still doing it.
It's been
Are
2
you halfway
weeks.
through? Are you halfway through?
No.
Oh my God.
Maybe 10%.
No, what I wanted to do was by the end of September. No, by the end of August, really get it. And the good thing is we're seeing progress. Means when you're in there doing it, you don't see it the first. It doesn't look like you're doing anything.
Chronos proves my point. I predicted this would happen.
Yeah, no, well,
thank you,
unfortunately,
Chronos.
that's not the way of that's not the way of Mimi in the dumpster.
There you go. See, I told you. I called this one.
Yeah, they're all.
I knew. It's like everybody freaked out when SPI had to trash all their stuff. That was horrible. So.
Oh no, but we're not trashing games.
No, just the parts and stuff. So. All righty, I hear you on that. Oh man, I want to change the topic here really fast. I don't know.
No, because we had a lot of empty boxes that we had
Yeah.
that we just saved because what happens is you get damaged and stuff like that. And no, it's too much aggravation to right?
Yeah.
It's too much aggravation to sell them because so we just it's been fun. Julian just likes to dump. I don't like to get rid of anything. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to. I tell him to get rid of something, and I go back in the office because I can't see him actually throwing it out.
That'd be hard. I don't know if I can handle that. So I'm glad I'm not there to see that.
No, it's right, Bill. It's very depressing. I'll tell him to throw, and then I'll change and say, "Oh, you shouldn't have thrown that out." So
get rid of it.
So we've been doing that. So that's been fun.
That's very cool. That's a good update. Thanks, Billy, for remembering to bring that up. So
Yeah,
now we've got
Billy.
everybody mad at us.
Over there.
Yeah.
See, easier to clip. See, I just knew. I knew this was going to happen. You better go through and look at those counter sheets, not throw those counter sheets away. I'm just telling you, don't throw those counter sheets away.
I know those were the first.
They're gone.
Oh, geez. Those were the first. Too late. So the intervention for Compass clearing the warehouse is too late. Sorry, everybody. We tried. We tried.
Here's why. Okay. We've got so much fucking product. We have a 40-foot container all paid for that's sitting over there.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That I can't get in the warehouse because we have so much.
And you can't, and you don't want to lose that rent money by going into that other state.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I say this to Bill every year, right?
So I think this is the year.
I think this is the year, but I'll tell you,
he'll never do it.
It's like what is like $34,000 a year. Okay, and it pays my home mortgage for the whole building.
I'm not sure about the MMP comment style blog. Sorry, I don't know enough about MMP to know what that means. But, somebody was able to get Stellar Horizons for $30 at WBC. Oh my! I heard it was sort of light on the. I heard it was a buyer's market for sure, based on there weren't many traders. There weren't many people there that go in to buy stuff to resell it. Not many resell. That's the word, resellers. There weren't many resellers that were bidding up stuff. That's great for buyers, bad for sellers. But what are you going to do? So we're almost on the hour. So I just want to give a quick flash update. Usually people ask me a question, where are we at with For the Motherland? So what I do now, Bill's aware of this as well, is I try to sort of focus. We talked about needing to clear out projects that have taken a long time. We want to get those out. So I really focus on maybe 3 to maybe max 4 projects at a time now that are all the older projects. So keeping that in mind, what I've been doing is Mo, who's here. So Mo can type here in the chat. He's on YouTube right now. Maurice Fitzgerald, Mo's game table. He's been helping me with this game right here, which is For the Motherland by Masahiro. And what we're doing is the last step of the game. So Masahiro is working with us, the designer. He's done a lot of great World War II Eastern Front games. I think that's what he's best known for. This is a 1-map game, 2-player, course, you can play it solitaire easily. But so what Mo's doing here, and this is a screenshot Mo shared with me on Discord, is this is going through and verifying. So he sort of put Bill's shoes on. This is what Bill does when the game arrives in the warehouse. But this is before we go to print. Mo's using Vassal to confirm all this initial setups, all the counters are accounted for. So that's what you're seeing here in this screen is the setup of all the counters with the full counter sheet being accounted for in Vassal. So we can make sure everything matches up. There's no gaps. It's all the right hex numbers. So everything aligned. Mo confirmed everything aligned with that. And then also, of course, it's not just initial setup, right? You've got also reinforcements. You can't forget the reinforcements or the order of battle, right? So same concept. So this is a blown up portion of just the turn record track for the game. And this is where all the reinforcements are getting placed from the counter sheet on what turn of arrival. And you can see pretty clearly here, as I zoomed in, you can see pretty clearly, it's got the game turn in the upper right-hand portion of the counter. I don't know if you can see me. I'll try to make it bigger. So if you can see this now better. So now you can see it probably better. You got game turn numbers, game turn 1, game turn 2, game turn 3. So the numbers are on the counter. So it's very easy physically to align them on the turn record track. And Mo was able to confirm as well as a pre-flight check that all the counters, the setup as well as the order of arrival, reinforcement schedule, every counter is accounted for. And there's no errors or potential errata with counters being misplaced, counters missing. So this was the last step Mo helped go through. He also did the proofing of the rules, got some cleanup. There's one small change to the map that's going to be made.
Hey, John.
Yes.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
Okay. On the counters, are those the actual size? Because they look like they're smaller than the counter.
No, this is just using Vassal. So this is going to be.
Oh, yeah. So they're made. Yeah.
So this is not a PDF. It's just a way to make it.
I got a question for you.
Sure.
There's not a lot of counters in this game.
The Russians, there will be. I mean, if you look back here, not to start.
Well, look, there's not even a lot of Germans to start with.
The scale of the game. Yeah. Not as many for sure. I mean, there's more Soviet. Everybody knows there's more Soviet reinforcements than Germans, but he's not showing the German reinforcement schedule here. We're just looking at
I understand that, but it's not. Yeah. What is it? Army level?
Yeah, I believe it's around Army level. There could be a few to the core Army core. It's core level. Core level. I believe there might be some. Yeah, Army. It's Army. I see armies here already, and I believe there's some cores as well.
Now, I guess our issue here was really the rules translation. How's that working out?
Yeah, that's the part that was actually done before this part. So the rules translation was done, and then the proofing, which Mo helped with, was making sure there was no gaps in the Japanese. We had the English draft completely, but to make sure there was no gaps there. So there were some clarifications and cleanup that's been done to the rules already. And then this was done because that work got completed. So we're wrapping up. So this is just a show. This is to quickly show we're wrapping up for the motherland for everybody, just to see that. And last thing I want to share is a new project that's also going to be wrapping up, which is Red Eclipse. So here we have, for example, as I always mention, the last thing we do usually with a project are the rules, playbooks, scenario books. It's always the last piece. So we're here now with Red Eclipse. Contact now Red Eclipse. So you can see here's the rule booklet. There's a main rule booklet. And then there's also a scenario booklet with a little different format. You can see it's landscape mode. And Shane Logan is the artist of the project. So again, we're providing full details. This is just showing one page right now on the left page, but we're showing full details, with the map of the scenarios for setup, etc. So we've got the sort of like a squad leader. We've got the little map portions, north indicator, how to align them properly. So this is an example of what we're wrapping up. So this is one we're getting close to wrapping up. There's a lot more to show. There's a lot more to show here. There's I think it's 6 maps, and here's an example of the quality.
Look at that.
The quality of the maps you're getting. Again, Shane Logan is incredible with maps. He's why I love all our artists at Compass, obviously, but there are certain artists that align with certain types of projects, And as you know, Shane Logan does these tactical level maps. Incredible job on these maps. There's 6 maps. This is just one of them. Okay, so I just want to whet your appetites that we're in the final stages with Contact now, and it's Eastern
I like
Front
that.
85. Cold War. Lots of maps, great counters. I'm going to show you more later. This is just at the conclusion of the show, just because people ask a lot about these games. I want to be able to maybe give you some artwork as we're in the final stages here. So just wanted to share that with you all. And let me just check if there's any comments or questions before we go to the free drawing here. Yeah, nice maps. Maps are awesome. Doesn't surprise me at all. I agree. Shane knows maps, right? He knows tactical maps.
Now, when's that going to get done? Because that one's been a long time.
Yeah, that's why this is one of the final projects. This is part of that final batch of games. So this one gets extra attention, more focus, more time, and it's at the scenario. It's now at the example of play booklet. So there's one booklet left. It's the example of play booklet. There's 3 booklets in the game. So for gamer support, you're going to get a very nice and yes, error checking examples of play. You don't want bad examples of play. Want to make sure it's all 100% correct. So we're going through. It's been checked several times by Steve Overton, the designer as well, involved. And we're just getting the example of play booklet. It's going to go to layout. I think next week is when the layout works. It's going to start. There's no draft yet of the layout, but that is the last booklet. And then we go to, then it goes to Julian for the, printing, checking the pre-flight printing. So that is that. So just a reminder for everybody, we're going to get very close to our free drawing for the town hall. So no space between town and hall. I saw some creative ideas for some hashtags that look close to this, but were different. Get your town halls in, please, because we're going to get it ready to do a drawing. What chance is there we can get a map expansion for Combat 2.0? So a map expansion would be what? Adding more areas, adding more maps. That would be like scenario design. It sounds like.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't see that in the cards. Okay, I know that Combat 3 is wrapping up, and they're actually almost done with that. So Combat 3 is Arnhem.
Yep, it's battle based. Yep, battle based. Yep, exactly. Okay, so I think we're good on the comments. So thanks everybody for attending. We had a good turnout given that we've got Gen Con and a few other things going on. So great to see a strong turnout again for our 70th town hall session. And I thought I'd see, Bill, anything else you want to cover before we do the drawing?
No, I know I looked at Great Patriotic War. I saw a map on that.
Yeah.
EDW. So that's coming along. Okay. Greg Smith said he has the British tank ace.
Artwork has, yep.
Yeah, but know what I said to him, you got to get the German one. Because American tank ace did very well.
Uh-huh.
Okay, British tank ace, I don't know how that's going to do. But I'll tell you, when we get a German Panzer tank ace, that's going to sell a lot. I don't think the British is going to sell a lot.
I like North Africa. I think that's what it's got going for it. It's the North. It's a desert theater.
Well,
and maybe. I'm a huge fan of the desert.
Yeah, you can watch Rat Patrol.
And Panzer Ace is actually almost done. That's the game we're talking about. Right there.
That's the one.
There's the
one. I like that one. And then he's got Rebel Tide.
Yep.
That he actually played with, let me think, John Butterfield, I think, at WBC.
Awesome.
So Rebel Tide is a good one.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of stuff coming. I think it's going to be exciting.
All right, Bill. Greg says, have faith. Have faith.
Oh, I'm always a believer.
All righty. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. And what is the giveaway for tonight? Oceans of Fire, right?
We did Oceans last time.
Oh, what's it going to be?
Alexandros.
Alexandros Inspire. Oh, an early. Somebody's going to get ahead of the line, huh? On Alexandros. There we go. So here's the game we're doing the drawing on. Let me just pull it up. There we go. There it is. 2 games in one in a box with some updates. It's going to be lovely. So make sure you get your town hall in. It's very important that you get in your hashtag town hall without any spaces. We're not going for 2 words here. We're going to go internet style, all lowercase, hashtag, and you're in. So I think everybody's had a chance to enter. I'm checking the drawing. Let me just make sure.
Who's going to win, Bill?
You.
Yeah, I should win.
All right. I think everybody's got their town hall in. So thank you, everybody, for doing that. So this is a nice little Ancients giveaway. 2 very popular games played probably to death when they were first released, and now they're going to be better. So let's see who the winner is tonight. So thanks for everybody who attended again tonight. It was great to see you again.
Who's going to win?
And the winner, which means you send an email to sales@compassgames.com, is Greg Blanchette, a designer, no less. One of our key designers has just won.
Oh, yeah, you got it. You've got to send us that email.
All right, Greg, congratulations. I think he's down in San Antonio now, probably baking in the heat. So, Greg, you'll feel better now because you're getting an Ancients game, 2 games in 1.
Oh,
So
that's good thinking.
Well, congratulations, and I like your photo. Very nice pic.
Yeah, his I got Spring Prelude is actually at the printers.
Yep, Spring Prelude.
This
Yep.
game and
People are looking forward to that for sure.
right. See, well, here's what I say. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All righty. Thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support.
Wow.
And we look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.
Okay, take care.